Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Happy Monday. It is Mindful Monday, and I think I'm going to try something different since we're done with the morning mantra cards. I think what I want to do is kind of use the getting into the vortex cards that we were doing for a while and using those as our morning cards and then going into what the topic of the day is going to be. And sometimes that might be the topic of the day, but I think that'll be a good way to finish these up. So we're on card number 36 of 60. And let's get started. Welcome again to the Aloha Perspective, where you get a little bit of everything and a whole lot of something. So, my imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. My imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. The universe and all physical and non-physical players in it is responding to vibrations that you are offering, and no distinction is made between vibrations that you offer as you observe and vibrations that you offer as you imagine. If you simply imagine your life as you want it to be, all cooperative components will be summoned, and even more important, all components that are summoned will cooperate. It is law. The experience you have with others is about what you evoke from them. So basically what this is saying is what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So make it something good. Whether you're dreaming about maybe the life you're imagining, or you're manifesting something in that moment, make it something good, or you're going to bring the wrong thing to you. And you don't want to do that, right? That's a no-no. So it's all about, it really is strangely all about, well, I don't want to say strangely, it really is all about living your best life. So speaking of living our best lives, I'm not living my best morning. I am going through, stepping out of the box here for some people, but I'm going through another spiritual awakening, and this one I think is the one that solidifies everything that I've worked hard for, that I've worked for on this healing journey. And so I might feel and seem a little discombobulated today, but that's all part of my charm, right? It's all part of my charm. So, and I know some people will probably say, what the hell is she talking about? Well, basically, what is happening? Can you see all these cards popping out for Mindful Monday? So I decided to use this box my cousin gave me for one of my birthdays, mindfulness. What is basically happening is I'm really stepping into myself, stepping into my power, stepping into, really out of the healing journey and into living the life. And it's a little hard because, you got to get rid of old habits. You got to get rid of old constraints that have been set up and maybe at some point protected you, but, are no longer necessary. So, and that's what I'm doing. I'm moving out of the bad habits. So, all right, one more shuffle. Now you can't see it because they're falling out the bottom. You can see my head moving as they do. All right, well, we got quite a few of them here for Mindful Monday. Now, Mindful Monday is either going to be Mindful Monday or Monday Musings. It just depends on how I'm feeling when I wake up in the morning, and we see where we go. But one of the reasons I chose this is because, either or. Monday's the beginning of most people's work weeks. And in keeping with the spirit of, the work week, I thought, why not start us off in the week with something to really think about, right? Something to really bend our mind around. Mindful things that we can use when maybe we have an agitated moment, or maybe we're not feeling at our sharpest. Work weeks don't always go great. Every so often it's sprinkled with a little bit of, oh my gosh, what is happening? So hopefully these cards, whichever ones flew out of the deck, will give you some perspective. It's the Aloha Perspective, right? Give you some perspective on, how to move forward through these situations. Okay, so, how about that? Find a new perspective. When having negative feelings, close your eyes. Visualize the thoughts as an object. Write down how you could move the object. These do not have to be practical, which means what you're trying to do is get out of whatever it is that you're feeling negative about. So if you want to be like Harry Potter and pretend you're holding a wand and swoop it out of there, or if you want to be like, telepathically moving things, remember, it doesn't have to be practical. So again, when having negative feelings, close your eyes. Visualize the thoughts as an object. Write down how you could move the object. These do not have to be practical. For example, If you see the problems as a black cloud, visualize the cloud levitating away or being blown away by the wind. Looking at problems from another perspective enables us to separate the problem from ourselves. You can focus on removing the obstacle more easily. And you get back into your head. I mean, well, you need to get out of your head to get back into your thoughts. So, sometimes we get too far in our head and we get all negative and crazy and, just take a deep breath. And remember, imagine this issue being like a black cloud, or we talked about the pink bubble. Put it in that bubble and let it float away. So let's see, sharing appreciation. Every week, mindfully choose a person in your life who you are grateful for. Mention a specific instance to that person when they said or did something that you admired. This is an opportunity to shine a light on others' strengths and contributions to your life and to encourage the growth of their positive qualities. So again, sharing appreciation. Every week, mindfully choose a person in your life who you are grateful for. Mention a specific instance to that person when they said or did something that you admired. This is an opportunity to shine a light on others' strengths and contributions to your life and to encourage the growth of their positive qualities. And you never know, sometimes people need to hear these things. Maybe they don't feel as great as you see them. So, just be mindful about that. Share your appreciation, okay? Mindful waking. Wake up and recite this verse. Waking up this morning, I smile, knowing there are 24 brand new hours before me. I vow to live fully in each moment and look at other beings with eyes of compassion. So again, mindful waking. Wake up and recite this verse. Waking up this morning, I smile, knowing there are 24 brand new hours before me. I vow to live fully in each moment and look at other beings with eyes of compassion. So there you go, mindful waking. Let's see, at the end, I'll just go over the titles of each one of these so that we can remember them, okay? The next one, gratitude journal. So remember, for anyone that might be joining us, I can't see who's on, but I can see the little eyeballs lighting up over there. So, we're doing Mindful Monday today. So gratitude journal. Start a notebook, which you keep beside your bed. At the end of each day, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. This will help you to keep track of the good things in life and be mindful when experiencing good deeds. And if you want, you can do this on your phone. But I find personally that writing something down makes it stick a little harder because, we're on our phones, we're on our technology all day. So writing something down is a little bit different, right? Your brain's going to maybe process it differently. So again, a gratitude journal. Start a notebook, which you keep beside your bed. At the end of each day, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. This will help you to keep track of the good things in life and be mindful when experiencing good deeds. And remember, thank you, thank you, thank you at the end of each gratitude. Mantra. Print or write out a poem or mantra that you'd like to reflect on regularly. Keep it in your wallet or phone case so that it is always accessible. When you are in a state of non-mindfulness, it is difficult to remember the things that keep you grounded. Carry it with you as a reminder. So again, a mantra. Print or write out a poem or mantra that you'd like to reflect on regularly. Keep it in your wallet or phone case so that it is always accessible. When you are in a state of non-mindfulness, it is difficult to remember the things that keep you grounded. Carry it with you as a reminder. Now, one of the things I noticed if you have an iPhone is that we are able to create new lock screens and home screens. And so you can have like a whole library of them. So if you have a favorite saying or a favorite poem or something that keeps you grounded, make that your lock screen so that when maybe if you're having a bad day, you can say, hey, I'm going to switch to this. I'm going to pull this one out of my library and make this my lock screen for today so that it's a reminder for me to stay, get out of my head and into my heart. Okay. So the happiest day. Close your eyes. Think about the happiest day of your life. Try to remember everything that you can about that day in as much detail as possible. Consider your senses. What did you eat? What could you hear? How did this day feel to you? So again, close your eyes. Think about the happiest day of your life. Try to remember everything that you can about that day in as much detail as possible. Consider your senses. What did you eat? What could you hear? How did this day feel to you? breathing. It's no secret that focusing on your breathing is a great way to calm down if you're stressed, but don't wait until then. To help you focus, practice breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. If this proves difficult, count down breaths from 20. It may seem too easy, but it will help get rid of those distracting thoughts. You can put that one with, what was the other one? Oh, with find a new perspective and getting rid of negative feelings. So breathing is really good. If you struggle with it, practice breathe into the count of 8, breathe out to the count of 8. And then when you get a little better, you can breathe into the count of 8 and exhale to the count of 4. And that will actually help empty empty all the stuff and really kind of start calming you down. But if you're not comfortable with that, because I get it, sometimes we get in our head and we're like, oh my God, I'm going to suffocate myself. Well, no, just do the 8 count, okay? For those that are not comfortable with it. So, feeling your feelings. This is the last one. This is a good one too. Feeling your feelings. When you are feeling bored, sad, irritated, angry, or frustrated, give conscious but relaxed attention to that emotion. Recognize the feeling as if you were watching an outsider. This can diffuse negative emotions and help you reach a calm and peaceful place. Excuse me. So again, I got a little bit of a side note on this one. So when you are feeling bored, sad, irritated, angry, or frustrated, give conscious but relaxed attention to that emotion. Recognize the feeling as if you were watching an outsider. This can diffuse negative emotions and help you reach a calm and peaceful place. Now, they say to relax and, give conscious attention to that emotion. But one of the things that I have learned is when this is an emotion that's really just kind of got you upended, set an alarm or set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay? And don't take this out on anybody. Don't hurt anybody doing this. Maybe you can journal this out. Maybe you can get into your car if you're at work and maybe at lunchtime and just give yourself, but just let it all fly. Let the F-bombs, the S-bombs, whatever bombs you want to throw at this particular thing. Like, I'm so effing pissed or blah, blah, blah. And, this is the stupidest feeling I've ever had or blah, blah, blah. But, it's not a stupid feeling, okay? But maybe you're angry at whatever it is or, you're just, I can't believe this is happening. And then when the timer goes off, let it go. Let it go. I can't remember. Somebody sent me a TikTok on this gentleman who's a therapist, psychiatrist, I think. And he was talking about this, and boy, I tell you, I've used it a couple times when I get frustrated. And I mean, like, not the kind of frustrated that breathing can handle or the relaxed thoughts can handle, the kind that just sit there and fester and create more irritation, create more frustration, create more anger. And I did the timer thing. I set it at 5, and 5 actually worked. Sometimes you might need 10. So if you need to snooze, which you're going to get a little more than 10 minutes, but if you need to snooze. But the minute that second snooze goes off, hit stop and let it go. Because what you're doing is you're giving it the necessary emotion it sometimes needs. It's not always going to be about relaxed. It's not always going to be about the mindfulness, that we consider mindfulness. Okay, to me, and my understanding of mindfulness is really getting into that emotion. It's, when you meditate, you're clearing your mind. When you're being mindful about something, you're giving it your attention. The sharing appreciation, mindful waking, gratitude journals. Those are all kinds of things where you're being mindful about a situation. Maybe something's hurting you. And it doesn't even have to be a gratitude journal. It can be a journal where you write stuff down. Or maybe you're going through your own healing journey. Hurt people. Don't hold yourself responsible all the time for that. Make amends if you have to. Apologize if you have to. And move forward. Guilt is not going to help you. Getting stuck in this emotion is not going to help you. So feeling your feelings is huge. It's huge in the process of a healing journey. Because you're giving attention to something that might have bothered you for a very long time. And you're not just pushing it down anymore. You're facing it. You're dealing with it. You're being mindful about it. But like I said, it's not always going to be where the inhale and exhale is going to work. It's not always going to be where you have these relaxed thoughts and it works. Sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, that's when, set that timer, 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, you can always set it for 10 minutes. And if, you're done at 6, maybe you're just kind of wore yourself out, right? You might just be sitting there and you may even have forgotten that you set the alarm. But the minute you hear that alarm go off, let it go. Let it go. Okay? Because all it's going to do is sit inside you, grow roots, fester. And like I said, if you come to the conclusion that you need to say you're sorry to somebody or you need to make an amends, then do it. Even if you've gotten rid of that feeling, because you may have hurt somebody along the way. Again, hurt people. Or maybe it's just a situation where maybe you deserve the apology, but nobody's coming forward to give you that amends or that apology. Let it go. Let it go. We can't force people to be who we are. Okay, we can guide people, we can show them the way by example, but we can't force people to be us because they're not us. Each person is their own individual, and each person has their own lessons they have to learn. So if something is happening and you're feeling kind of just, shorted on something, just go out there, set your timer, get it all out. All right. So the last ones were mantra, the happiest day, breathing, and feeling your feelings. All right. And of course, the very first one, find a new perspective. So those are your mindful Monday tips. And this is kind of a short perspective day, but I like it. I like this current Monday format that I have. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. I'll be back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Facebook Live. Tomorrow will be Tuesday Thoughts. I have some ideas on what Tuesday Thoughts might be about, but it all depends on how today goes. So got to get out of my head and into my heart. So again, tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Facebook Live, or Pacific Time, Facebook Live. All lives are public under Shelly Marie Lucas, and I do share these to my Facebook page, the Aloha Perspective, and my YouTube page, the Aloha Perspective with Shelly Marie. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll probably see it there. I also do a daily TikTok Monday through Friday of daily affirmations. Okay, so again, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take these mindful tips and go back through this video and write them down and see what you can do. And remember, the self-awareness card that we started with today, number 36 of 40, or sorry, number 36 of 60, is about, what you think is what, you're going to bring to fruition. So be careful with your thoughts. Just if you accidentally put something out there you don't mean to, and it's got a lot of that energy behind it, say, I do not wish to manifest this into fruition. I do not wish to manifest this into fruition. And that kind of your get out of jail free card. Okay. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Monday. Okay. And get this week started on the right foot. Have a great day.